walking surface in the modern buildings. And the subfloor often has electrical wiring, plumbing, and other services built in, as a floor must meet
Okay, so if one, two, three representative, come here.
Sure, ma'am.
Good afternoon. We are Brooklyn. We're going to represent the research about the floor. I asked them to present something about the floor, and then I'm going to summarize it and put it together and speak. So we are here in our group. So just wow. So the introduction about the floor. The floor is a bottom surface of a room or vehicle or a building. Floors vary from the simple dirt and cave, many layer surfaces made in a modern technology. Floors may be made of stone, wood, bamboo, metal, or any other material that can support the expected load. The level of the building are referred to as a floor, although more proper term is story. Floors typically consist of subfloor and core support of a floor covering used to give a good walking surface in the modern buildings. And the subfloor often has electrical wiring, plumbing, and other services built in, as a floor must meet many needs. Some essential safety floors are built to strict building rules in some regions. Special floor structures, where special floor structure like a floating floor is laid upon another floor than the both of many referred as the subfloors. Special floor structures are used for a number of purposes, like a balcony. Balcony is a platform projected from wall. Floating floor, normally for noise or vibration reduction. Glass floor, as in glass bottom television. Night window floor makes a noise when an intruder walks on it. Raised floor, utilities underneath can be accessed easily. Sprung floor improves the performance and safety of athletes and dancers. The floor has also types of flooring. The base, lay base floor of 1 cm thick in the ratio of cement of 1 ratio of 8 ratio 16, part cement is 8 parts of pine, sand, and 16 parts of brick glass. Or 1 ratio of 4 ratio of 8 on compacted earth under the floor. Is the base is so same for all types of floors. Finishing. Then the finishing of the floor is carried on for different flooring materials. As we will discuss here, the finishing of terrazzo, brick, stone, and cement concrete floor. Types of flooring finishes. One is hard flooring. It's durable, noisy, more expensive. Like for example, it's a cement or lime concrete. Stone is made of slate, marble, limestone, terrazzo, granite. And other one is a brick, ceramic tiles, wood, and glass. Next one is a resilient flooring. It's durable, good acoustics, easy to clean. It's like sheet, vinyl, plastic, cork, rubber, linoleum, mud. Another one is a soft flooring. It is warm, white, difficult to maintain elements like carpets. Selection of flooring materials is depends upon below factors. It's the initial cost, the appearance, the cleanliness, the durability, the damp resistance, sound insulation, thermal insulation, fire resistance, smoothness, hardness, and maintenance. It's clean. Types of flooring and finishes. Materials of flooring can be divided into two ways. Finished flooring is considered as a permanent part of the floor, and flooring coverings are non-permanent. So during our research, I noticed that it's a dozen type of flooring. So I would gather all of it because maybe I can take all time of the class. So I just only choose a common categories that I saw and commonly used on the flooring types and finishes. So the first one is a wooden flooring. The wooden flooring is a product manufactured from timber that is designed for reasons of flooring, either structural or aesthetic. Wood is commonly used as a flooring material and can come in various style, color, cuts, and species. Bamboo flooring is often considered as a form of flooring, although it is made from the grass rather than the timber. That type of flooring is mostly prepared in a cold weather as well as the vacuum doctor of heat.
Group 3, listen to ano? Listen to the report.
Small pieces of plants can be together using no voids in between. Concentrate in wooden flooring.
Listen
Some
ano,
flooring
group 3.
layer or finish is also given to classifies into 4 different categories as I mentioned below. Ceramic tiles are classified into 4 different categories. Quarry tiles, if you are not fan of shiny pegs but considering ceramic tiles for flooring, the quarry tiles are perfect for you, and for manufacturing these tiles, pigments are added directly to the mixture of clay. These tiles are better resistant to falls and slip stains to the beauty texture. Benefits of ceramic flooring tiles is water resistant, easy to maintain, highly durable, cost-effective option, enhances aesthetics of it, and no rebounding test.
Number 3 is glass flooring. Glass floors are made with transparent glass. When it's useful to view something from above or below, whereas translucent glass is used when there is no need to view through. In either case, softened glass is usually chosen for its durability and resistance to breakage. Translucent floors are sometimes set in full outdoor sidewalks and pavements, or the floors of deep interior spaces to light the space below. These are generally called pavement lights and have a long history. Glass flooring material is used in both residential and commercial structures. Special below glass blocks, known as glass fibers, are often used in combination with metal frame. Glass floors are often lit from below with natural or artificial light, or may be treated as ordinary floors, surfaces illuminated from above. A German manufacturer of sports floors has diversified into making glass floors for other sports, such as basketball. Their glass floors usually are translucent rather than transparent, and the line markings are indicated by illumination with slits below the floor. On occasion, transparent display cases are built into the floor, such as in the Museum of Sydney in Australia, where the remains of grains and freebies are shown in their original context, along with other archaeological artifacts.
This is a sample of glass flooring from Roman artifacts in Naples, Italy. It's a Henry Tower also. And some other I add on the Singapore Museum. It has the glass that you can see the books underneath. That's the way inside. That's the one thing.
But in China, you have the glass when you walk into the mountain.
Number 4 is carpet. A carpet is a textile flooring covering, typically consisting of an upper layer of pile attached to a backing. The pipe was traditionally made from wool, but since the 20th century, different fibers such as polypropylene, nylon, or polyester are often used, as these fibers are less expensive than wool. The pipe usually consists of twisted cuts that are typically heat treated to maintain their structure. The term carpet is often used in a similar context to the term rug, but rugs are typically considered to be smaller than a room and not attached to the floor. Carpets are used for a variety of purposes, including insulating a person's feet from a cold attic or concrete floor, making a room more comfortable as a place to sit on the floor, and others like playing with children or as playground, reducing sound from walking, particularly in apartment buildings, and other decorations are colored to room. Carpets can be made and colored by using differently dyed fibers. Carpets can have many different types of patterns and motifs used to decorate the surface. Carpets are used in industrial and commercial establishments, such as retail stores and hotels, and in private homes. Today, a huge range of carpets and rugs are available at many prices and quality levels, ranging from inexpensive synthetic carpets that are mass-produced in factories and used in commercial buildings to costly hand-knotted wool rugs that are used in private homes. Carpets can be produced on a loom by similarly woven fabric, made using needle belts, knotted by hand in oriental rugs made with air, piled, injected into a vacuum material called felting. Flat woven, made by hooking wool or cotton through the meshes of a sturdy fabric, or embroidery. Carpet is commonly made in reels of 12 feet, 2.7 meter, and 50 feet, 4.6 meter. In the US, and 4 meter, 30 feet, and 5 meter, 16 feet in Europe, since the 19th and 20th century, were necessary for wall-to-wall carpet. Different weights of carpet can be string together with a single iron and sinking. Formerly, it was sewed together and fixed to a board over which underlay, but using nails, tapestries known in the UK as paper rods. Unhastic or occasionally decorative metal steel rods. Wall-to-wall carpet is distinguished from rods to mats, which are loose-laid floor fabrics, as wall-to-wall carpet is fixed to the floor and covered as much larger area. This is the samples of carpets and rugs. There are different types of lateral rugs, five rugs and carpets, yarns and fiber, mechanical produced carpet. The term carpet denotes a large floor covering that can be cut to suit and room. Rugs means those knit first, piece of size and design determined by the maker. Number 5 is a vinyl flooring. Vinyl flooring is a product composed of several layers of different materials sandwiched together to put a highly durable, practical, and affordable floor covering in the two main types of vinyl flooring. Luxury vinyl tiles and vinyl roll. Both VLP and vinyl roll are made from the same material, however they constructed differently to produce different effects. For example, the blank format is ideal to imitate the natural wood. The vinyl flooring has two types. One is the luxury vinyl tiles. This type of vinyl flooring that is designed to imitate natural flooring options such as hardwood and ceramic tiles. Thanks to the technology advances to enhance design capability, vinyl floors can now look and feel nearly identical to the products that may be. LVT comes in a large variety of kindness and can be designed with either type of formats to imitate the wood tiles or wooden blocks. It's also come in either rigid or flexible styles and class. The modular format LVT makes it easy and fast to install, a major advantage when renovating home or room, and with the LVT you need to accept that they really 24 room by closing one of several rooms renovating with LVT can be done with the contour of the room. This is a sample of luxury vinyl tile. Vinyl wood. Vinyl wood is fiberglass cushion back flooring that comes in large continuous flexible strips and is available in almost limitless number of styles from timeless and realistic to favorite designs. Vinyl rolls are also the one most affordable flooring solutions of homeowners. Also, vinyl rolls are 100% I don't know, phthalates free and have low VOC limitation, etc. Also, so products which contribute to healthier indoors environments. And this is example of the vinyl. I was like, sorry, this is the type of rubber flooring. Mostly we can see in Singapore in the playground, in the playground, some schools and gym. Bamboo flooring. Bamboo flooring is a type of flooring manufactured from the bamboo plant. The majority of these bamboo flooring products originate in China and other portions of Asia. Also, bamboo is the species most commonly used for flooring. Bamboo has been used as an alternative for flooring because of its physical similarities to true hardwoods. Bamboo floor manufacturers by sellers promote its strength, durability, its eco-friendliness, and its natural resistance to insects and moisture. The hardness of traditional bamboo flooring ranges from 1,180 galvanized consumption to around 1,380 cm, while newer manufacturing techniques, including sand-woven bamboo flooring, range from 3,000 to over 5,000 using the Jhudia hardness test. Other flooring materials have durable Jhudia ratings with a higher number, indicating a hardy material. The red oak, white oak, the red maple, hickory, and Brazilian cherry with gentle ones. This is some examples of bamboo flooring. Number 8, there are some flooring. There are so many composite materials used not just a flooring material but also for walls. It can precise stone chips such as those of marble, quartz, granite, or wooden glass, or along with a blender.
This one means also the cost is very high. Yeah. So that's the thing. The value is very high because the cost is very high also. And the value of the cost, it goes hand in hand. And then so when we talk about man-made, you have ceramic, right? Ceramic, linoleum, vinyl, rubber, carpet. Okay. So porcelain, actually ceramic porcelain. I always classify this as a maybe like a belonging to a family. When you talk about ceramic porcelain, and then you have terrazzo. Okay, so vinyl. What else? Okay, so these are the glass. Okay. So these are the man-made materials. You have ceramic porcelain. Actually, they have explained the difference of ceramic and porcelain. But I always remember it only in a simplified item. How do I differentiate ceramic and porcelain? Do anyone of you familiar with the difference between ceramic and porcelain? You know, it looks the same, but actually you can always tell the difference.
The cost also, ma'am. The porcelain is more expensive than ceramic.
And then easy to break.
This is more expensive. Actually, you can tell the difference of these two by the edges. You look at the edge of a ceramic and a porcelain. You look at the edge. The porcelain is always straight. And then when you look at ceramic, the one you always see in bathroom, it kind of like rounded. In a way. So that's the difference. And then this one, it's homogeneous. The ceramic tiles, you always see it as a solid color like this. But porcelain tiles actually mimics the stone. So it's also one item. I mean, one characteristic of a porcelain. Linoleum and vinyl. When you talk about vinyl, vinyl is like it's like tiles. It's made up of different
Such its style.
yeah, it's actually comes in different tiles measuring from 200 by 200, 300 by 300. While linoleum, it comes by roll, in roll.
Yes.